spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check 9, check 9. Hatchet. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Safe. Check. Hold, check weak. Ball trot. Deuce. No. Off. Switch. Jam. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Shift. Good work, boys. Let's go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Slam. Switch.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Time to end it. Come on. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Take 4, take 4. Go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Tackles. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Here we go. Go. Hey, go. 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 51's the ball. 51's the mic.
On third down, Bridgewater. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go. He's coming to you.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
It's just me and you. 51 the mic, boy. 51. We own them. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, zoom. Hey, let's go. What? Not here. Showing it.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, they run with Howard. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, running right is Howard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Murray off play action. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Murray with a 3rd and long. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jets.
On the double. 53, check 53. Who that? Who that?
They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jerick McKinnon. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What's that? 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Here I come. Check 13. Check 13. Anyway, 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Murray again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Mike 55, Mike 55. Neil, screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide, get wide. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Armin. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I hear. That's what I do.
Zip. Motion. Check. Shift.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
65. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Mike 55. Hey. Eat. Hey, watch the slant. Let it go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on 1st down. Howard. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know that.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike, 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Conley. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He finds McKenna, complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Bridgewater. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And that's complete. It's Green here. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. Shakes off the sag. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Does the big boy have the juice? And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time. 50, go. 51's the Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3 down. Yeah. Mike 51, Mike 51. 6 man. Check curls.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 51. In your face.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
55 is my guy, 55.
I'm coming.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. Army.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Being chased out left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come up in an offset eye.
Check.
Staying open. Hey, Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Trying the right side with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Howard. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. He's back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Bang, bang, bang.
Back to throw. Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ready? 55. Watch the run. Watch the run.